And the community has stepped up and said, yes, we will take interns in accounting, finance, management, whatever we have.
Great.
And we promise in turn to the employer that we will pre-screen the student. So you as the employer give me the skill sets that you're looking for your organization, then we will match those skill sets with the student and then refer the student to you. Our other type of internship is semester long, out of the area. And those are like our city groups, KPMG. We send people to New York, Miami. We have some going to Europe, Paris right now, where they're gone for an entire semester. And those usually are stipend positions where you need to, because you have to have room and board, subsistence. So those employers obviously are investing a lot in the interns, and we know why, because they're looking for what? Future employees.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
and does that happen on a regular basis? That really the turn they turn from interns into future employees?
That happens more frequently than you would think. We know that the large corporations are usually going to make job offers to the students because, again, we pre-screen them. We hopefully are sending qualified
quality folks.
Yeah, quality folks to them. The local internships, we've had the same problem where an organization will have an intern, say, for the fall semester.
Sure.
Then our offices are calling that organization and saying, oh, spring semester is coming around the corner. Would you be able to entertain hosting an intern for the spring semester? And we're told, oh, no, we love this intern that we have. We created a full-time position for him, and we're going to keep him here. So, yeah, so it's a win-loss or win-win situation where what we end up having is the student goes to the internship. They love the employer loves the student, keeps the student. Now we're out the internship, so now we have to go find another one somewhere.
Are the internships set up in that example right there at the end of their senior year, or in that last semester of their senior year? Because you surely wouldn't want a junior, for instance, finding a permanent employment there and not being able to wrap up class.
Well, you can take these internships as junior level.
Okay, sure.
But basically, the second semester of junior year or the senior year is when the students are doing it.
Sure. So they're not in that kind of a crunch where mom and dad start calling Don and Ned saying, why the heck is my son or daughter not finishing up school? They love this internship that's now permanent employment. They got to wrap it up.
Right, they have to wrap it up at the end of the semester.
Good. That's an important segue there. How about for folks who are watching who may work with a business that would be looking for interns? If they were contacting you, what are some of the basic criteria that you're looking for? Are they business of a certain size? Do they need a minimum of such and such employees? Do they need to have certain qualifications that you're looking for when you screen them?
When we screen them, basically what we're looking for is what is the job function the intern is going to do. Okay, we don't want to send a student to an internship where they sit and just simply maybe answer the phone, stuff envelopes, shred paper. Now, is that a meaningful? No, that's not a meaningful internship. So what we do is we critique or pre-screen the functions, and we have a goals and objectives form for them, or performance form with guaranteed outcomes.
Great.
Where you tell us what that student's going to do and when they're going to accomplish it by, and then we will review that as to what the outcomes are going to be. Because we don't want somebody in accounting not doing accounting work. We want somebody in management not managing.
Right.
It defeats the purpose of the internship.
Absolutely. Those are great words, because it truly would be a perfect setting for them to pick up a lot of common skill sets they really need. You mentioned the mentoring program as well, Don. Is that part and parcel of the internships, or a little different?
That's a little different. We've got a mentoring program on campus itself. Dalton and Linda Floyd sponsored that.
Of course, yes.
Wonderful folks. And they have started this program at the university where college students are mentoring at-risk students in the Horry County School District. Our students at the Wall College of Business are also part of that mentoring program. We have several of our instructors that have service learning aspects of their course where you need to get into the community, and those students have taken that upon themselves to mentor students in the Horry County schools.
That's fantastic. What a great opportunity. Of course, Dalton and his wife Linda are both very focused. I think he's been head of the South Carolina Commission on Higher Education.
That's correct. He's been chairman.
Chairman for a long time, and very interested in the future of higher education, not only in South Carolina but nationally.
Correct.
has been a great representative. You know, we think about the assistance that the center can provide to students who are thinking about long-term opportunities, and I think you talked about some of the, if they don't know the major that they want before they can even begin thinking about their career, how does the center go about helping students focus on a major so that they can begin to focus on a career?
Well, part of our career development is exploration, career exploration. Students that come in are, especially the freshman level, they say, well, I want a finance degree or I want a major degree. We know that the vast majority of them are going to change their mind in the first couple of years. Okay. When they're uncertain, they can come to our center and we do assessments for them. Many people call them tests. I like to call them instruments because we use the word test. Normally that's a negative connotation. I'm sure most people will be familiar with the term Myers-Briggs.
Of course, sure.
Okay.
Yes, Myers-Briggs.
Yeah, and the strong interest inventory, those type of instruments that will be used to diagnose, if you will, where the strengths are of the student and where we should send them in what direction. When I speak to the freshmen and explain the Wall Center of Excellence, I say, you go down the road a piece, you might decide being an accountant isn't what you want to be. You want to be a policeman, fireman, or Indian chief. How do you know? Come to our center and let's take our battery of assessments and see where we go from there.
That's tremendous. That's tremendous. And the students seem relatively accepting of the idea of taking assessments even later in life. They've done their SATs, they've done other tests at an early age. Are they at all anxious about that?
No, I don't see them being anxious at all. I think they look at it as a good resource because they're basically confused. I really don't know if I want to go into this. I don't. My grades aren't that great in this particular major. Maybe I should be thinking of something else. Help me. And we're the help people.
Good words. We're the help people. I like that.
Well,
you got to trademark that phrase. Yeah, we're the help people. What about job fairs? Do you ever help get job fairs put together for certain industries or bring companies together?
Yes, we do. Very briefly, we don't call them job fairs. We've taken it one step further in the College of Business, and we have what's called an employer interview forum. What we do is, because of space limitations, we will take about 26 organizations each year, and the one will be in April, and invite them to participate. And of course, they've been saying yes. They've been very generous to do that.
Sure.
Then we will advertise to our seniors, our graduating seniors, that we have these 26 companies coming in to interview. Are you interested in interviewing with these companies for a position?
Excellent.
So they supply their resume, which has been developed and approved through the Wall Center for Excellence. We take those resumes, we put them on a CD, send the CDs to the employer. The employer handpicks the students that they want to interview.
Wow.
And then we set the schedule for the students and the employers. When the employer comes, they know that they're actually going to be interviewing students. And the typical job fair, you know, they kind of stand in the gym and hope that somebody will stop by and talk to them at their booth. Here it's already set for the students.
Great thinking.
The one we had last year, we had an 89% rate of offers for employment.
Oh, come on.
No, it was...
Because of that hand-picking idea. Is this an idea that you and Ned came up with? Or had y'all seen that somewhere else?
I have to give credit to Ned. I can't take credit for that. Ned has many, many years in the corporate world with the Citigroup. He retired as Senior Vice President for HR. And he said, you know, we don't like, there's cost per hire. He says, we don't want to waste money in searching for recruiting and so forth. Why not provide them the students ahead of time? And we did it. And it was,
what a tremendous idea.
Then, got to sell something here for just a minute. In September, we have partnered with the South Carolina CPA Association, the local the Grand Strand chapter. And they're going to hold their meeting at Coastal Carolina on September 17th. And following their meeting, they will be interviewing our accounting seniors for positions.
Great thinking. Great thinking.
So we're going to do the same format for them in September. And hopefully we'll have the same high rate of job offers too.
I couldn't imagine that when you said 84 to 89% of folks. I mean, even though low 80s, any 80% plus, that kind of a job offer. But if they're looking at those if they're looking at the resumes ahead of time, and not, as you say, willy-nilly going around and trying to decide on just bumping into the students and saying, hey, you want to come talk to us? Having some idea, and they cherry pick those students ahead of time. What a tremendous idea.
That's correct. Yeah.
What a tremendous idea, Don. Do you still have family back in Michigan?
No, I have a twin brother and an older brother. My twin brother was in Michigan. He is now in Sanford, North Carolina.
Oh, good.
He is retired. from the Police Department in Michigan. And as a matter of fact, I will be going to see him shortly, and I have an older brother that's out in California.
And what, he retired to Sanford. What was it in Sanford that tickled his boat? Do you know?
Well, I think it was the golf course that he's living on.
Right.
and the chance to just kind of, as I say, kick back and relax during retirement.
That's tremendous. Are you seeing that? Now, you all have been down here, you said, about 12 years. Some of the changes, a heck of a lot of changes occurred over the last decade plus, Don, since you all arrived.
Absolutely. The growth here in the Grand Strand area is unbelievable. And I just look at it and think, it's the short time period I've been here, I can tell you how things have changed.
You've even seen that at Coastal over your decade of your tenure there at Coastal has been incredible. What was the student population when you arrived at Coastal? Was there a Wall College when you arrived?
Wall College was there because when I hired in January of 1997,
that's right, because you were doing both.
I was doing both. The college was there, and I started. There's 4,600 students, and we're saying we're going to have 8,300 this fall.
That's incredible, almost double in that decade. Yeah. That is incredible for a school that size.
Yeah. People are learning about Coastal Carolina University.
And learning about the Wall College and of course, the Wall Center for Excellence.
Correct.
That's wonderful. Yeah. Don, thanks so much for being with us this morning. I'm sorry we've run out of time.
Oh,
we'll have to get you back.
Maybe we can do it again.
Absolutely. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Dr. Don Brook coming up next. You know, we missed the opportunity to talk to Don about that 12 years of service on the school board up there in Michigan. Think about that move from Michigan to Murrells Inlet 12 years ago. Michigan to Murrells Inlet, a big move from the 10th largest community there in Michigan down to the seafood capital of South Carolina. What an exciting move. But in addition, think about that move onto the Coastal Carolina campus 10 years ago and the excitement for Don to be able to be involved with the Wall College of Business there. Of course, the real excitement. Take the time for you to go online to coastal.edu, click on the College of Business, and then check out the Wall Center for Excellence. A lot of stuff happening there. You heard Don stress the career development for the Wall College of Business and the opportunity there to really make a difference for these students, whether it's good career development in general or internships or mentoring programs. They're doing it every day. Not only Dr. Brook, but also Ned Cohen as well. Take the time to learn more about the program. Go online to coastal.edu.